Hi, welcome to another episode where I show you how to make money via catfish farming. Based on requests and engagements from our previous video, I'm going to finally discuss how to handle stress, oxygen level stress particularly in your catfish. But let me take a few seconds to apologize for how long it has taken for me to make this video. It's really not my fault. We are in harvest season and I have to attend to customers and sell as much fish as possible. Here is a picture of some of the fish that's we harvested recently, and harvest season is still going on. If you need table size fish, melange, medium sizes, any size you want, fingerlings, juvenile, jumbo, just send a DM and we'll attend to you. Now back to the video, back to how to handle stress, oxygen level stress, particularly in your catfish. Listen, if you see your catfish standing erect like this, just know one thing: your fish is experiencing oxygen level stress. What can you do to help them relieve the stress? There are different methods. Number one, flow through. Number two is medicated feeding, or what I call in-feed treatment. Number three is the application of chemicals like formalin, which helps improve their general activity. Know very well that stressed catfish might not necessarily mean sick catfish. There are two different things. If your catfish is sick, get an aquaculture consultant. But if you cannot afford that, it's only logical that you get an experienced catfish farmer. Experience in capital letters, so that they don't ruin your stock for you. But if you notice stress, very simple, use flow through. And it is not as technical as it sounds. It's just a method where fresh water continuously flows into the pond or tank and old water flows out. It provides constant oxygen supply, which helps catfish to breathe better, stay healthy, and grow faster. It is very, very efficient for relieving stress. I'm going to drop a short video where you can just watch how I do flow through in my own tarpaulin ponds. So when the water is full and the outlets are open, but when the water is full and it's too much, it goes through these holes here. That's why water can come through and go out easily. So this is like a benchmark for it. So, okay, this is it. Whenever the water gets here, instead of it to continue filling up the pond, it just goes out through these holes. That's how you do a proper flow through, not with the pipes upside down. The constant inflow and outflow of water helps you wash out the dirt in the pond, the excess ammonia, the feed that has not been eaten by the fish that are on the bottom of the pond. It helps you wash out their feces, all those things constantly like that. When it goes on for hours, it just makes the water new. And mind you, you want to relieve stress. So where does relief come from? It comes from the oxygen bubbles that are created from the water splash when the water comes through the inlet. Your water might be neat, but your fish might be struggling to breathe. The second way I use to handle stress in catfish is medicated feeding, or what I call in-feed treatment. But before we go into that, I must take a few seconds to let you know that if you want to learn how to set up your flow through, you can send a direct message so I can share my own personal manual on how to run a decent flow through. Not just a decent one, a very effective one. And if you are a new farmer or you're looking to go into the catfish business, I will totally recommend you don't invest ₦1 yet until you read my short ebook on how to double your capital in 6 weeks with catfish farming. Another way to handle stress in catfish is through medicated feeding or in-feed treatment, but I'll always recommend medication if you notice your fish are always stressed constantly. What do? Medicated feeding is just mixing medicine with the fish feed and giving it to the fish to treat or control diseases. Instead of adding the medicine to the water directly and it just dissolves and sometimes might not be enough, the medication is blended with the feed so that the fish can consume the treatment while eating. I use in-feed treatments when I notice that there might be a bacterial infection, or I'm suspecting a disease outbreak, or maybe I'm suspecting that the mortality is getting too much. I use the in-feed treatment to help keep them in check, most times to control instead of to treat. And if it is done properly, you'll notice how it helps eliminate the signs of weakness and stress. And the last means I use to handle stress in catfish is application of chemicals. But I'll totally recommend you click the link and get the book so that you don't make mistakes on applying chemicals that might ruin your stock. Stay surplus.